Okay, so now we're going to talk about ships just a little bit. I'm in my ship right now. First, we're going to talk about the various types of ships one more time. I mentioned before there's like the escort ships, which are they turn fast. They can mount cannons in the front. Cannons are like they have a very narrow firing arc, but they're rapid fire and they do a lot of damage really fast. They also generally only have 2 device slots. Then you've got like the engineering ships slash cruisers, if you will. They turn very slowly. Look at me go! I actually have a special skill that enables me to turn faster when I don't have any power. But engineering ships, or cruisers, if you will, they generally turn more slowly. They have more weapon slots in front and back. See, this one's like, check me out, and check me out. But it's also got device slots up the butt, so it can hold all 4 battery types. So hey, cool. And let's see, it's still got standard stuff like deflectors, just deflector. Well, here let's go down to the to Starfleet or Space Dock. What the heck's that? Chara Crusader. What the hell is that? I don't think I've seen that ship before. Or that one. What the hell is that one? The USS California? Info? That is a temporal heavy dreadnought cruiser, tier 6. Okay. That's how you can find out what a ship is. Just right click it and then select info. Okay. Now we'll dock real fast and we'll go over to manage ships and I'll show you a little bit about ships, including the ever impressive Starship Mastery thing, which is actually right here. Ta-da! As I mentioned, I've been working on my ship and I've got up to level 4 now. I am, what is that, 11,141 experience points to unlock Mastery Tier 5, which is, of course, the last one. And it goes slowly if you just fight normal enemies, but if you do the special events that as they pop up, it goes quickly. Manage ships. Okay. Next, let's clean this up. Okay, so let's see. This is a cruiser, so it's more of an engineering type ship, although again, I cannot stress this enough. You do not have to be an engineer to pilot an engineering type ship. You do not have to be a science officer to fly a science vessel. You don't have to be a tactical officer to fly an escort, etc., etc. Some people think you do, but it's not true. Let's see. What is this? The Shawnee is... That's a Crinum science vessel. Okay, yeah, that's good. Notice how it has 3 device slots. It's got 3 in the back, 3 in the front for weapons, and it has a secondary deflector and a regular deflector. And then impulse, that's the engine. Warp, that's the power source, and then shields, all that cool stuff. And it's got mostly science consoles and an even number of engineering and tactical consoles. Now, again, tactical consoles, what's it say if I mouse over it? Modifications to your ship that improve the tactical skills of you or your bridge officers. And it's the same for all of them, except this one will be engineering skills and this will be science skills, etc., etc. Generally, science consoles do stuff like this. Console, science, shield refrequencer, Mark 12, drain X. It adds plus 18.8 to Starship drain expertise, which improves your energy and shield drains and resistances to the same thing. And it's got 10% chance to give 70.3 shield points every 2 seconds for 6 seconds when using a shield heal power. So it can improve your shield heals. And it also has the protonic energy stabilizer module, which is proton damage. When using exotic damage and shield drain abilities, there's a 20% chance to do, what is that? Well, let's just round down. Say 1,300 proton damage over 5 seconds with 50% shield penetration and double damage versus the Voth. Double damage versus the Voth. So if you're fighting the Voth, double that number. So it would be, what, 2,600 over 5 seconds with, again, 50% shield penetration. So yay. And then tactical, we got stuff like, what's this? Console, tactical, auto-targeting module Mark 12, torpedo. Okay, this is a very rare ship tactical console. It's purple. It adds plus 2.5 to my accuracy, and it gives me plus 15% proton weapon damage and plus 13.3% torpedo weapon damage. And when it says torpedo weapon damage, that means torpedoes. So this is torpedo. Doesn't matter if it's a photon torpedo or a quantum torpedo or whatever. It's a torpedo, so just the general damage will go up. And then it also does the same for proton, although it's 15% proton damage. And these are proton weapons, right? No, that's a disruptor beam warrior. No, this one doesn't have that stuff. Right, that's right. No, my other ships have it. Like, do you have it? Protonic polaron beam. Yeah, this one has it. In fact, I think it has that proton thing there. Yeah, see, it's that 12%, 14.1% proton weapon damage bonus, plus 2.3 on the accuracy rating, and 12.5% for beam weapons. These are beam, so it wouldn't matter if they were proton or not. So this one is like a double bonus for me because it's got the 14% for the proton weapon damage. That's a protonic weapon. That's a protonic weapon. So these both get the 14% damage increase, but it also gives me 12.5 beam weapon damage. Notice how the generic weapon type gets a smaller bonus. Beam weapon. Beam weapons encompasses a greater amount of weapons. Beam weapons. Not to be confused with cannons. Cannons are not beam weapons, but these are beam weapons. See, it's a beam array. So it gets the, what was it, 14% bonus from being protonic, and it gets a 12.5% bonus from being a beam weapon. And it also gives me the accuracy rating bonus of 2.3. What is this one? This one is Mark 12. It's transphasic. This one does proton weapons again. And the bonuses do stack, but they have diminishing returns. The more of them you put on, the less of a bonus you'll get for each successive console. But this one also does, wait, where did it go? There it is. 18.8 transphasic projectiles. Projectiles are things like torpedoes and mines and whatnot. And are these? No, it's not transphasic. Is this transphasic? Yeah, this is transphasic. Rapid reload transphasic torpedo launcher, Mark 11, accuracy critical damage. Yay. Yeah, it's transphasic, so it's got bonus shield penetration, so it does more damage than normal torpedoes do. So that gets affected by this. And do I have any in the rear arc? Is that transphasic? Breen transphasic cluster torpedo. So yeah, that gets a bonus too. Transphasic mine. That'll get the bonus. Then we have this console, tactical polaron phase modulator Mark 12, which is just simply 24.4% polaron damage. So it increases my polaron damage by a quarter. And these are all polaron weapons. So these I'll get, but also again, notice how this is a specific damage type, polaron, so it gets a bigger bonus. Makes sense when you think about it. And this is also a carrier. The Dreadnought Cruiser is also a carrier, and it has one hangar slot, so I can equip a hangar pet. And these will protect me in combat. I send them out, kind of like a conjurer. I summon them. They go out. They'll fly around my ship and they'll do what I tell them, and they can get killed. And when they get killed, I can just send more out, just like, again, like a summoner. So these are tactical consoles. So these generally increase like the damage that your ship does, your offensive capabilities, accuracy, damage, that sort of thing. Science consoles, these do things like, what's this one do? Shield regeneration rate. This is a Mark 12 shield emitter amplifier, which increases your shield regeneration rate. This is a common quality, but so it's the lowest bonus, Mark 12. So it's 24.4%. So again, it's almost like a full quarter of your shield regeneration rate. And then you got, oh wait, I have one over here. This one, notice it's the same bonus, but the one I'm moused over right now is a green. Oops, I was moused over it. This one is green, but it's Mark 11. That's Mark 12. Here, let me just show info, more details. Okay. This one's green, 24.4, but it's only Mark 11. Where this guy is Mark 12, but he also is 24.4. So a green is as good as the white of the next tier up, or not tier, but the next mark. See, this one's Mark 11, 24.4. This one's Mark 12, 24.4. But this one's only white. This one's green, so or not green. This one's green. That's a different one. What's this one do? This one, I think it's his shields. Yeah, maximum shield capacity, almost 20%. So that's what science consoles do. Then you got engineering consoles. They do stuff like this. What's this one? Console, universal energy discharge capacitor. Now, it's universal. Universal means it can go in any one of them. It can go in engineering, tactical, science, wherever you got one. Is this universal? This is also universal. This is a Breen one, and this is a Breen ship. So these came from my Breen vessels. What's this one? This is console engineering. It's an engineering console. It goes in the engineering slot. And this is a neutronium alloy Mark 13. Plus 20 to all damage resistance rating. So it's just, it's damage mitigation. Console engineering energy signature dampener Mark 12. Res pol an. What that means, it's resistance for polarons and anti-proton damage, I think. Yeah, there it is. 26.7 polaron damage resistance rating, 36.7 anti-proton damage resistance rating, and plus 10 proton damage resistance rating, and plus 2.5 defense rating. It's got all sorts of bonuses on it, so that one's pretty cool. And again, that's engineering. Then we got this guy, which is console engineering RCS accelerator Mark 11. And again, it's a green quality, so it is as good as a white quality Mark 12. And that's plus 32.5% flight turn rate. So my ship turns a little bit faster. It's important for cruisers because cruisers don't have a very good turn rate. Let's see. And what was I showing you? I was showing you the Shawnee, how it has a secondary deflector. But if you look at the Garuda, it only has one deflector. Then it has an engine. Then it has the warp core. Not all ships have a warp core. Like Romulan ships have a singularity core, and you cannot swap them. If you have a where is it? There it is, right here. Mouse over this. It says not usable by warbirds. Warbirds have a singularity core, so they can't use warp cores. But this does not have a singularity core. It has a warp core, so I could swap this one out with, or I could swap this one out with this one. Although why would I want to? This one's better, I think. And it's got shields, blah, blah, blah. Science. As you can see, it has more science consoles than it does the other two. If you look at the Garuda, it has more engineering consoles than these two. And engineering consoles do stuff like how quickly your power rate or your power levels transfer, your damage resistance for your hull, hull healing, turn rate, that sort of thing. Just mechanical stuff. It's mechanical stuff, and generally science consoles are things like shields, and also you have certain science abilities that you can use, like shield healing, and there are certain abilities that will do damage that don't require weapons. Like there's a thing called the what was it called? What was it? Tychon's Rift, I think it is. Tychonian Rift? I can't remember. Something Rift. It starts with a T. I think it's Tychon's Rift, but Tyson's Rift, something like that. Basically, it makes like a little area in space, and any ships that come within a certain area of that will start taking damage as long as they're within that area. And it slows them down as they get close, that sort of thing. And it goes through their shields. Well, you can put consoles up that will increase your exotic particle generator skill, which will increase the damage those abilities do. So that's good. And then devices, again, these are items that you can use, like your shield healing and whatnot, like your hypo, your shield batteries, etc., etc. Only these are for the ship, not for your actual crew. And you can change the weapons and whatnot. Just make sure that you're smart about it. For example, you can't. I don't believe you can put a mine in the front slot. Let's see if you can hear me. Let me mouse this down a bit. Take out this torpedo launcher. Okay, no, can't put a mine there. See how it's got a red outline? Mines don't go in the front. There we go. And I think that's about it. Like I said, the hangar pet there. And then here's your mastery thing. As you blow up ships and stuff out in space, you'll gain experience points that will go towards this. Yay! And as you fill them up, you unlock these bonuses. These are passive bonuses for this ship only. See, if I go down here, I haven't even flown the ship before, so I'm still at 0. I'm not tier 1 yet. Increased exotic damage. Now, see, this is a science vessel, so its passive abilities are going to be more geared towards science stuff. And this is technically an engineering ship, so its abilities are going to be more towards like engineering type stuff. Let's see, hull regeneration. What's this one? Energy and radiation damage resistance. Okay. Critical chance. And this one is maximum whole hit points. Yeah. So of the 4 that I've got, this one is the most tactical because it's critical chance, which is more offensive. But the other 3 are more based towards your ship's hull. Damage resistance, regeneration, maximum hit points. And then this one is, what is this one? Enhanced power condensers, which directly apply to some of the abilities you get from having the Breen set. See, this is part of the Breen set. If you look down at the bottom of the list, it says part of set, Breen absolute 0, 4 of 4. And then it will list what the different parts are. And then it also will have set 2, set 3, set 4. If you have set 2, that means 2 of the set, you have superconducting phase channels. If you have 3 of the set, you get Breen energy siphon. Set 4 is eject cryoplasma. That's this ability right here. And then these are also, well, actually no, this is, no, these are my bridge crew abilities. That has to be in space. Well, anyhow, as you get more pieces of the set, you unlock those abilities. And you can actually, I believe, you can look up those abilities on this. Yeah, see? Tells you what they do. See, set 2 superconducting phase channels, plus 7.5 transphasic projectile damage, so it's a bonus to my transphasic weapons, and plus 7.5 Starship electroplasma system flow, which improves power transfer rate. Now, I talked about power before a little bit, but I'll talk about more in a minute. Energy siphon, that's an ability that you can use on the ship as long as you have 3 of the set equipped. And then what it does is it targets a foe, it has a 10-kilometer range, takes half a second to activate, and has a minute and 20-second recharge. It will decrease all of its power levels by 20.2 for 10.2 seconds. And after 3 seconds, it will add 20.2 to all power levels for 10.2 seconds for you. And when you're in a Breen ship, it's 25% more effective. This is a Breen ship, so I get that bonus. And then it will tell you what skills affect the ability. Starship Drain Expertise. Now, once again, that's an ability, not just a passive. That's something you actively have to use in combat. And then set 4, you get Eject Cryoplasma. 10 max target yourself. Half a second to activate. And here's a recharge. What it does is it will, well, you know what? I'll just show you what it does. Oh, wait, one more thing. I wanted to show you, yeah, I think this one is a hybrid ship. It's kind of a science vessel tactical ship mixed into one. You can transform. I've already got 3 out of the 4 unlocks on it. I'm almost up to 4. When you transform, these 2 little guns will unfold from the wings, so they'll be all. It's pretty cool. And then when it does that, it's more of a tactical ship. But when you do that, what's the word I'm looking for? You know what? If I actually look at the status screen, that will help me remember. Oh, stations. Here we go. The configuration of the stations change when it transforms. So you need to remember that. Keep that in mind. Some ships can do that. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go into space. Woo. Do-do-do. 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 See, here's my little pet window. I can summon fighters. And they'll launch. Probably can't see them very well, but you barely see that little thing shoot out. That's my fighter. It goes, boo! And then they'll fly. See, there's a, I don't know if you can see it, but it's right there. It's flying around me. Here, let me recall it. So, he's coming back and he's going to redock. Or he'll just fly past me for some strange reason. Well, let's get the hell out of here. Enough of your nonsense shenanigans, fighter dude. We're going this way. Okay, we're leaving the system. We're going to sector space. Why? Because I want to see if I can find a fight. Let's close that. Red alerts. Okay, here, let's do a red alert. This is the Borg alert. I'm probably not going to be very effective because generally when you do this, high-level people are doing it, and they will just completely annihilate them before you can even get within weapons range. But hey, you still get experience for it. You got to join the queue, and then if you click this, It'll tell you how many people are on a team and how many people are queued. Why the hell does it not? I am queued. See, I'm queued. Okay. Now you accept, and it will warp us in. Well, we gotta wait a minute, and then it will warp us in, and we will fight the Borg. Sometimes it takes a little bit. Now remember, I needed about, what was it, 11,100. 11,100. Hello? I am queued, right? Yeah, I'm queued. Yeah, I'll move. Okay, there it goes. You don't have to move, but I figured if I did something, maybe the server would update. Maybe that's what happened. I don't know. Good. There's a Borg. They're talking to us because they don't like us. They're assholes. Launch fighters. Activate my little ability. That's a group buff. There's some Borg ships over there. I'm engaging. See, that's the damage that he's taken. He's almost destroyed. Kaboom. Impulse engines. I'm going to pass because I don't need them. And my inventory is like a mess. Okay. And you just watch them on the map, see where they go. They're going that way. Heading towards that next group, I guess. And they're going to wipe them out before I even get close, probably, because they're still like 35 kilometers out. And I'll target that one. Yeah, see? I didn't even get within firing range. But I got there almost didn't make it to the second one. I will pass, and I will pass. And my guys are leveling up. My little fighters, they can level up, as I mentioned before.
From this time forward, your culture will adapt to service ours.
Now, there is a boss in these things, and we'll probably be seeing him shortly. I'll follow the Vanguard, see where he's going. Looks like he's going over this one. I might not make it in time. Nope, didn't make it in time. Oh, here's a boss. That's the boss. That's a Unimatrix ship. That's a Borg command ship. Now we have to destroy it, and the arrow on the map is pointing that way, so we just turn that way until we find it. There it is. Okay. The boss used to be pretty damn tough, but nowadays not so much. Although it would probably still kick my ass if I were in here alone. And this is what I was talking about. This is the cryoplasma. That blue shit behind me. Any enemies that come after me and get caught in that will start to take damage, and it will slow them down significantly. Ooh, that one was one I hadn't killed before. And for partaking, I can... oh, see, I got hit. I'm going to use a heal. That will heal me up. Continue exploring. Shut up, dude. I've got to pick my marks. I'm going to pick the Lucari marks. Just because. And then you can leave the map. What the hell? That was odd. Okay. And see how my abilities are grayed out because I don't have a target. But that blue shit was my cryoplasma. You eject it in a cloud behind you, and it's kind of like a toxic smoke screen. The bad guys who follow behind you, if they get into that cloud, it will slow them down significantly, and it will do damage over time to them while they're in the cloud. So it's a double whammy. It slows them down so they can't get back out, and then does damage. I like that ability. It's nice. So that was one of the riddlers I was talking about. Now let's check our Starship Mastery experience and see how well I'm doing. Which is right here. See, now I only need 5,600. I needed 11,100. I'm almost done with this ship. And this is one that I will unlock on my starship traits. I'll be able to pick it over here. See, so far I've only got this one. Oh, actually, I'm glad I looked at that, because specializations. Okay, I mentioned how these are kind of like AAs. Well, no, specializations are really, whoops, put it on me. Why isn't it letting me? Okay, there we go. Specializations are really like AAs. However, unlike AAs and EQ, you've got 350 points in EQ, and that's it. That's not enough to pick everything. In Star Trek, you can pick every single one, and then when you're done, you can move on to the next one and pick every single one and swap them on the fly. For example, my primary is pilot, and it gives me a bonus to my turn rate. See, I've spent 27 points in it, so I've got 37% turn rate bonus. And these are all different bonuses that it gives you. All I have left are these 3 abilities here, but I don't have any points yet. Once I get 3 more points, I can finish this tree off, and I'll be completely done with pilot. And then I can just move on to whichever one I want to use next. I don't actually have a second one, so I can't have a secondary. You can have a primary and a secondary active, and like I said, you can swap them at any time, as long as you're not in combat. Okay, so anyhow, that showed you the pets. Mine are in intercept mode. Intercept means, okay, pets will remain around the carrier, focusing on nearby hostile torpedoes and fighters. I find that more useful than attack, because attack they will go out and attack the enemy, and they generally get shot down, blown up, and destroyed that way. And this one, they will just escort whatever your friendly target is. If you don't have a target, then they'll escort you. But I like intercept because some ships, a lot of enemies will fire destructible torpedoes, but you have to actually target the torpedo and shoot it to destroy it. But if you have intercept activated, your pets will do that for you if you have pets out there. But you gotta watch out, because when ships explode, that does damage to any ships that are near that ship, and that includes your pets. I lose more pets to that than to anything else. Let's see. Let's do another alert real fast. Tholian. This is the Tholian alert. I'm not sure, but I believe the alerts change based on which part of sector space you're in. If you're in the beta quadrant or the alpha quadrant or the gamma quadrant, etc., etc. Okay, successfully joined queue, stand by. Okay, let's wait. See, I turn a little bit faster than I would normally because I have that pilot specialization. And then right here we have, oh, here's all your power levels. Remember, weapon, shield, engine, auxiliary. This is, oh, I accept. The right side is the maximum. The left side is current. Current can go above maximum, as you see, based on bonuses and equipment that you have equipped. It can actually make it go higher than that. But every time you fire your weapons, for example, your energy weapons, your energy weapon will go down. Am I in here by myself? Because if I'm in here by myself, I'm host. Nope, I'm not. Launch fighters. And you gotta wait like 30 seconds before you can launch the next wave. You launch 3 at a time, and you can have 6 out at a time. First, we gotta fight more Borg. Auxiliary battery. Take out. Now this is what you get when it's need for greed. It's need greed pass. I pass because I don't need it. My stuff is like full. Terran frigate. Beam weapon tech upgrade. I'll grade that one. See, I'm getting specialization experience and expertise and all that stuff. Okay, here come the Tholians, and they do that Tholian web shit. When that happens, you gotta destroy the node. If you can destroy the node, you can destroy the web before it does massive kinetic damage to your ship. And you got different abilities that you can use. And there's those phaser cannons, which only certain ships can actually equip those. Whoa, wow, look what happened to my shields. My shields just went down. That's why I don't focus too much on shields, because shields tend to go down really fast in certain engagements, depending on what you're fighting. Borg are really, really good at draining your shields. Mission complete. Lucari marks. I'm working on those right now. No. It's a Terran cruiser. This is from the Mirror Universe. This is the Evil Federation. I'll help these guys out because I don't want to just leech experience off them, which is kind of what I'm basically doing because I'm not anywhere near as geared or as skilled as they are, and I freely admit it. Alright, so let's leave the map. And that's my carrier, which basically fights and flies like a regular cruiser. I just go in circles, hit them with beams, fire torpedoes when I get the chance, drop mines because I'm slow and enemies are going to be flying past me all the time, and I just let my fighters fly around and take out things like torpedoes and shit. So let's look at me now. See, I only need about 4,000 more, so I didn't do as well on that one, but still, I'm getting there. Look at that, I'm that close to 5. I was right here when we started. Now I'm here. That's pretty cool. And up here, this is where you get your specialization points. And the thing is, as I said, you can go through the whole set of specializations. You can do on this whole. You can max out every single one of these. And once you have gotten every single one of these, once you have reached the maximum number of specialization points, they automatically convert into dilithium as you gain more. So that's cool. It's kind of like AA experience. Once you've reached level, whatever the max level is in EQ. Right now it's 110, but whatever your max level is, once you reach it, it automatically converts all of your adventuring experience into AA experience. Well, this one does the same thing, only once you've maxed out your AA experience, it would start automatically converting your AA experience into platinum. Although in this case it's not platinum, it's dilithium. Hey, I even got a little dilithium. Let's refine that shit. Yeah. Look at all this cool shit I got. Look at all these marks. These marks are for reputation. I mentioned the reputation wars, all this stuff. The Lucari marks are for this one down here. I've got what? Not quite 1,200 for Omega. Omega is way up here on the top. See? I'm tier 1 on that one, working on tier 2 and all that stuff. I have finished the Dyson Joint Command thing. I'm maxed on that. See? I got all this cool shit. And as you do these projects, you get like do I have any? I probably don't. No, I don't. Well, anyways, as you complete the projects, you'll get like little boxes, and those boxes, depending on what tier you are, if you haven't gotten tier 1 yet, it'll be a tier 0 box, which again doesn't make sense, but whatever, we'll just let them have it. The box will contain like a random item. It's kind of like one of the treasure chests from a Instant Zone in EverQuest. It will contain a random item of the appropriate mark that you may or may not want to equip. It'll be like a weapon. Let's see, where's status? There we go. It'll be something like this. This is a biomolecular phaser high density beam rifle Mark 12, critical damage. It's a special type of weapon. You get this one from the I believe it's from the 8472 counter command. And I am tier 1 on this one, so it's possible that that's exactly where I got it from. Anyhow, that'll do it for this one. Let's head back to a place. Oops. Here we go. We are going to head to the Dyson Sphere Gateway. And there's my little Breen set with the special features. Actually, here, let me take off one of them. Let's take the shields off. Okay, there we go. See, I don't have the special effect now. I've got regular warp trails. Oops. Let's put that back on. Behold. And the apparently, I haven't confirmed this myself, but I have been told that the space equipment from each one of these reputation groups has its own appearance for your ship. The space stuff. It could even be the ground stuff. I don't know. The special armor I'm wearing is this armor right here. You get it from the Dyson Joint Command stuff. So, yeah. So that'll do it for that one. So there will be more. Never fear. So peace out, and I will catch you later. Ciao.